Alright, good morning everyone. I'm at work today and I've got some stuff I gotta do this morning. I gotta finish pulling a wiring harness out of a car. I'll show you guys that in a second, but I just wanted to show you guys around and show you the cars that we have here. And yeah, yesterday, like I was saying, I pretty much worked on this T40 all day trying to get the chassis harness out of it. It's pretty mangled and been poorly spliced and cut and whatnot, so we're either going to try and find one that's in better condition or maybe try and talk to the owner of the car about, getting maybe a custom chassis harness, just so, we're not dealing with the headaches of another bad harness. But yeah, let's jump right into showing you guys around and showing you guys the cars that are here. Alright, so for starters, we've got this RX-7 FD. It's got the rear end out of it. We're doing some work on it. It's kind of just been sitting here, actually. I'm not entirely sure what we're doing with it, but it does have some nice bits on it. Still rotary, nice big Borg Warner turbo. Should be pretty sweet when it's done. We've got this pretty cool Impala with the nasty LS in it. We're troubleshooting the wiring harness. We think maybe that's bad in this as well. And then up here we've got a Toyota Celica. It's getting a quick change differential. And it's got a cage in it, and then up on the lift over here is my car. You can see the nice shiny Vortec V7 YSI supercharger. I'm going to be working on this thing more and more, try and get some footage of that. The other day I actually dropped the rear subframe. My boss, Mike, dropped that off yesterday at the sandblaster to blast that so we can start mocking up the quick change. And then I got all the rear back tube structure cut off. I still have one more bar to cut off right up in there. I'm really OCD, so unfortunately the car is powder coated. Well, not unfortunately, I wanted it powder coated, but since we're going to be changing the rear tube structure, I just want everything to match, and I think we're going to use some Steel-It to paint the new tube structure. We've got an engine right here. I believe it's a VR38, I believe. Could be wrong, but it's going to be 1,000 horsepower build. We've got this car over here, S13 hatch with an RB in it. Yesterday I got all the old exhaust manifold studs out. They were all bent. And then we've got this S14 up on the lift. It's got an LS in it as well. It's a nice PBM steering angle kit, and then PBM rear suspension. And then this is the hatch that I was working on yesterday. As you can see, I got, I'd say 95% of the old harness out, but it's just been a headache. Just everything is just a mess, but it's got an SR that's going in it. I was working on an SR, got that pretty much buttoned up, and then we did a leak down test on it and found that cylinder 4, the exhaust valve, had a leak in it. So I tore that down. As you can see, I've got everything laid out over here. All the cams and rockers and everything. So Mike dropped that off at the machine shop. It looked like it had a bent valve, so they're going to fix that. And hopefully within the next few days or week we should have that back, and I'll get that put back together. But for now I'm just going to work on getting the rest of that harness out of that car and wait for Mike to get here. He's going to be here a little bit later in the day. So I'll probably set you guys up on a time lapse. But yeah, pretty busy day today. It was really busy yesterday, and I just want to get that busted out, hopefully as soon as I can. So yeah. Alright, so we got the rest of the chassis harness out, and man, what a mess, and what a shock. I mean, I'm not surprised, actually. It's a 30-something-year-old car. People have touched things that they probably shouldn't have touched, like that. And definitely some sketchiness going on. Not gonna lie. I mean, it had some sort of sketchy, I'm guessing, fuel pump kill switch, like hidden down in this rocker section here. Like, it was all tucked through these holes and just like really poorly wired in, like just gobs and gobs of electrical tape. And I don't know how the car didn't like have a bad short or arc on anything and catch on fire. I don't know, this car was sitting for a while. I don't know if the current owner has ever even driven the car or got it running, but yeah, I'm glad to have this out finally. And like I said earlier, we'll see if we can find an untouched harness, or maybe just even do like the wiring specialty chassis harness that they now make, which I think would, be the best bang for your buck situation. You can get a digital dash, like a Power Tune digital dash or Link, AEM, whatever, which I think would really make this car nice, and just be headache free for the owner. I believe this car is supposed to be like a tribute car or something for his friend. I don't know the full backstory to it, but I just want it to be right for him. I know he's had some trouble with some other shops, so our goal is, just to stay within reason, stay within his budget, but sometimes you gotta go a little past your budget just to do things right, and in the long run you end up spending less in some cases. I would know with that girl right there, just from taking it to shops that did, average level work, not even average level in some cases. So I'm glad I found Mike and KA Racing, and I'm lucky enough to work here and even work on my own car. But yeah, for now, since I got this chassis harness out, Mike still isn't here yet, so I'm just gonna kind of hang out and wait for him and then go from there. Alright, so I just got off the phone with Mike. He's gonna be here in a little bit, but he wants me to start working on this black S13. It's got an RB in it. We gotta get it over to the frame shop. The left shock tower is moved a little bit, so we can't get this new Circuit Sport shock tower brace on. So I just need to prep that, need to pull some stuff off, and then also clean up the exhaust and intake on the engine and get that taped off, and then kind of line the front end a little bit so that we can push it into the trailer. But yeah, I'll set you guys up on a time lapse and just start going at it. Alright, so in the time lapse, I just used a .co grinder sander on the intake and exhaust ports on the engines just to clean them up. There was some gasket residue left on them, so I cleaned that all off and taped them so stuff wouldn't get inside there and contaminate anything. And then before I did that, I got the coolant overflow tank off, and then I just did a rough eyeball alignment on it just so that, you know, it rolls somewhat straight and somewhat easy into the trailer. But it didn't take me too long, and still waiting on Mike. He hopefully will be here soon, and then will give me some more things to do. It's a little difficult when he's not here because I don't necessarily know everything that he wants me to do unless he lets me know the night before or shoots me a text of things that he wants me to do. But I don't mind it. I don't mind being here by myself, just kind of working, listening to music and whatnot. I enjoy it. I keep saying a lot. I need to cut that out. But anyways, car should be pretty much ready to go in the trailer and be brought to the frame shop. Hopefully it won't be there too long and they'll have that shock tower pulled straight. Hopefully that's the only thing that moved. It doesn't look like the frame rails moved or anything, but I can't tell. The driver's side tie rod is pretty bent, so that's definitely need to be rectified at some point. But I've seen this car drive. It seems like it does pretty well out there at the track, and hopefully we can get it back to the owner pretty soon. But I think that's gonna do it for now. If Mike gives me anything interesting to do, I'll definitely start recording what I'm doing. I do have a time lapse of me cutting the back end off of my car from the other day that I will put in this video. But for now, that's going to do it. Make sure to like, subscribe, and comment. And again, like I said in the other video, comment things that you want to see that you think would be interesting, and I'll do my best to get footage of that. But anyways, thank you for watching, and I will see you guys next time.